Explain the luxury of throwing to JSN.
Oh man, yeah, he's just a special talent. He's someone that is very quarterback friendly. He allows with his body language and the way that he runs routes, he's very friendly to throw to. But it doesn't make it easier to cover him, if that makes sense. Like it's easy for me to kind of feel what he's thinking and what he's doing on the field and to read his body language, whether he's going to come out of a route at full speed or if he's going to come out of a route and maybe wrap the corner and show me his numbers and maybe slow down a little bit. But, that doesn't, like I said, that doesn't make it any easier on the defense. Like he makes everything look the same with all the different routes and the different stems that come off those routes. So he does a really good job of that. He's really smart. He's really cognizant of how he wants to run routes. We're always talking and the dialogue that we share to be able to, just talk about the little intrinsics that, come with running routes. And with me, like sometimes I'm like, hey dude, like that route might be sweet, but that's going to take too long. And I'm not going to be able to hold on to the ball that long. So I think those little conversations that we have, are very important, obviously, to our success. But he's a special player to throw to. But I think the secret sauce that makes it work is the other guys in that receiver room as well. The guys that are able to step up, whether they're playing special teams or whether they're going to have a special role for us, catching touchdowns. So it's a really special group. JSN obviously is a huge part of it, but it definitely is a special receiver group.
What about that one-handed catch that he made?
Unbelievable. I don't know if the cameras caught my reaction on that, but I was kind of looking at our sideline like, did that really just happen? But I don't know. It should never surprise us anymore. He makes so many of these special catches and especially one-handed catches. I always, if he reaches out with one hand and he drops it, I usually blame myself for not throwing a spiral so he could judge kind of where to put his hand on the football. So he's a special player, man.